Oh man, I almost ruined the whole day. Because you know how I have things planned out. I have my life planned out. I'm good at things, right? You know, I have my notes. I pack my thing. My bag is full of my chapstick and my breath spray and my hand sanitizer. Everything a man needs for a day at work, right? I leave the house. I get here. I pop my trunk. I have a button on my door that does it. Okay, and I pops it. Goes fancy. And it goes.
Like I didn't know you did sound effects too.
And I love it. Out, I skip out, you know, I jump in my car and like I'm in La La Land. I jump out, right, like I'm in a musical to go grab the Tupperware because I carry with me in my car a Tupperware thing at all times. Everyone knows the Straight Talk Tupperware. What's in it? What's in it, Fagsy? What's in my Straight Talk Tupperware that I carry?
All the letters, all the books, the paint, all the decor.
The decor.
You don't carry it.
Well, I carry it in my car, and then when I get here, I say, Nikki or Trisha.
I'm right on top of that.
Trisha is on top of that because you know who was there when the trunk opened and I looked inside. There was no Straight Talk Tupperware in the back, and Trisha's standing there. And you know what she said to me? She said, "I'm right on top of that."
I'm right on top of that, Rose.
And Trisha ran back to my house to get it, and in the nick of time. Trisha runs in here.
What did she pull out? What did she pull out of that?
She got the Tupperware, and we got the decor in the house. And I'll tell you this: I would refuse. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do a show without the decor in the studio.
What's the most important part of the
decor?
But which part? Which?
Well, for people that can't see, I have copies of my book Man Up. I have a big R with glowing letters with one light bulb out. I have, you know what I mean? It's like light bulbs on it. I have STRW. I have little fake succulents, a fake succulent here.
They're called fucculents.
Fucculent is what they're called in the business. I have a Kiss painting. There's artwork from some straight talkers that sent things in. You know, there's all. I need all of this.
Thank you.
I need all of this.
That's right.
Have you ever eaten any of those jelly beans?
No, but Nate Burkus did once. And I did warn they were 2.5 years old, and he ate them anyway. He said they were fine. Good jelly beans on it. What I'm saying is, Trisha, you were right on top of that, and I'll tell you why.
Right
because
I
would not have done the show. I would have taken a stand. Okay, I will not do a show without decor. I will not do it anymore. I will not do it, Ross. I am. I will not do it. I don't give a damn.
I've been away long enough where I was gonna jump in, but I was like, oh no, this is about to be a rhyme.
Yeah. There you go. Josh Wolf is here.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Now you're here for a few reasons. One, I miss you. Haven't seen you.
I know.
Two, we have something to talk about.
Yeah, something huge to talk about.
Don't you love it when people you know have great success? Kiss.
Great.
Shish. You know what I mean? When you can, and let's say, is it? And I'm gonna ask my crystal ball right now. I'm rubbing it. I'm rubbing the crystal ball. Is it a good thing when your friends find great success? Yes. So we're gonna talk about that because
I do love that you fake rubbed. You didn't have to. Most people are listening, but you still faked. You still went all in on rubbing the magic 8-ball.
If there's ever a chance to rub it,
You'll pass.
We're gonna talk about great success here, and that's actually the prayer word of the day. Today is
Shish.
Straight talk on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Straight talk.
He's the gay best friend you wish you had and know you need.
This is tough love, honey.
Now, here he is, Ross Mathews.
Give me some straight talk, and hold the sugar, please. Straight talk, sounds pretty sweet to me. Now talk to me in circles.
Mumbo jumbo jive.
I just want to point out.
And welcome to the program.
During the song that we all know that Dolly Parton sings, Josh Wolf says to me, "Is that your voice?" I said, "No, it's Dolly fucking Parton."
Oh my gosh.
You've been on this program many times. You didn't know that was Dolly Parton?
I always thought it was Nikki. I always thought it was just Nikki singing. I was always like, man, Nikki sounds great. And this was my one time to ask her. That sounds like that's you. And she was like, no, that's Dolly Parton.
Because I'm actually shocked because you love a female singer. You love Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, dude, Kelly Clarkson tweeted me.
No.
Kelly Clarkson fucking tweeted me.
What did she tweet you?
Hard to see through the tears and semen, but I was pretty happy.
Yeah,
it was like a real exciting.
Because Josh has been a Kelly Clarkson fan for quite some time. He just loves her, and as do I.
I do too. Best American Idol.
Fortune, our friend Fortune Feemster met her.
Okay, and sent out a picture and said he met Kelly Clarkson and did the whole thing that Josh Wolf and I used to geek out about Kelly and tried to get her on Chelsea's show forever, and she never responded to us. So then I just tweeted back to Fortune, hey, I thought we had a deal that if one of us met Kelly Clarkson, the other one would bring. And Kelly Clarkson retweeted me back. And basically was like, there's room for everybody. And then insinuated that she knew that I sang her songs on my Instagram story.
Wow.
Yeah, she said something about, don't think I haven't heard you sing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was freaking out.
Have you been a fan of Kelly Clarkson from the beginning in American Idol when she won? I think she's the best American Idol.
Without a doubt. Carrie, Carrie Underwood, you can't argue it.
No, Kelly, to me, is the best one of all of them.
She's really good. They both have amazing voices. I like Kelly's music more, but I don't know that you could say she was better than Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood's pretty great. Pretty great.
She's amazing.
It's just a different style of music altogether.
Yeah, it's
Jesus, take the wheel. Ross, take the mic. So, Kelly Clarkson.
So she tweets me.
Tweets you, and you love it. And, I mean, you've waited a moment, or a lifetime for a moment like this, right?
The only thing that might be better is if maybe Miley tweeted me.
Yeah.
Maybe Miley.
Have you never met Miley?
Never. Well, no, I met her. So on the last Chelsea, she was there.
Yes, I remember.
And so I didn't really care to take a picture with anybody, but Miley's there. And I was there with my son, Jacob. So I said, Jacob's take, I took a picture of Jacob and Grohl and a bunch of other people, Dave Grohl. And then I saw Miley. And I go, hey, man, go pretend like you want a picture and then say, hey, Dad, why don't you get in the picture too? And we'll have somebody else take it.
You're so late.
And he was like, why don't you just take it? I'm like, no, I can't walk up to Miley Cyrus as a grown-ass man and be like, I'm going to get him a picture with you.
She's great, though, right? She was nice.
She was so good.
Of course.
But you know what? She knew the game. My son stood next to her and he was like, Dad, why don't you get in here? And she was like, yeah, Dad, why don't you get in here? And I was like,
oh, that's cute. Yeah, I like that.
She kind of knew. But yeah, I'm a huge, I love big voices. I told you I won a movie game show by using the Yentl.
I'm so proud of you.
A Yentl?
What?
Yeah. So
I want to know more. About that.
So he says, the audience doesn't know this. So Joshua comes in here just trying to find common ground with us before we start.
Yeah.
He's like, hey Ross,
not really.
I won a game show. I was like, oh great, good boy.
I love that. That's how he paid me stumbling in here.
Hey Ross, I won a game show.
Oh my God. I'm sure. Can you imagine? Hey, Ross.
I love that. That's my almost like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future.
And the answer was Yentl. Isn't that cool? And I was like, yeah, Josh, that's great. It's good.
It is. And then I showed you a picture.
I was sitting here.
So what was the game?
It was called Doug Loves Movies.
Okay.
It's a movie. It's a podcast with Doug Benson.
Okay.
And I forget what the game was, but I remember I said Yentl. That was pretty high.
Do you remember what the question was?
Yeah.
A movie that starts with Y.
Okay.
That's the question.
Wow.
But I won. I won them because we went through it. We listed a bunch of them, and we were down to nobody else could come up with another one.
Come up with another movie that starts with Y.
But there was a bunch.
Year in the Life? Isn't there a movie called Year in the Life?
Well, see, you already
coming out.
You can count on me.
There you go.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
But you came up with Yentl.
Yentl.
You know what, Joshua? I probably would have gone straight to Yentl too. First time straight and Yentl have been used in the same sentence.
That's true.
So, Josh Wolf is here. Do a quick reach around. Nikki Boyer is here as well.
Hola.
Fagsy Malone is here.
Hi.
CJ is here. Trisha, my assistant, is here. In the booth, we have, he's on my lips, which are on my face. Willie is here.
Hello.
And he could go all the way. J-Rob is here. So we have a very, very, very full house.
Yeah.
Okay, and much to get to.
Yes.
Joshua, we talked about shish at the beginning of the program, in the prayer. And the reason we bring this up is because your family, and by
osmosis,
our family is having a great moment of shish right now.
Yeah.
Tell the people what you did last night.
Last night, I went to the premiere of my wife's movie, a movie she wrote and directed called Forever My Girl, and it...
Forever My Girl.
Forever My Girl.
Is that a Paula Abdul song? Is that the theme song for the movie?
Forever Your Girl.
Forever Your Girl.
Oh, it's your girl.
This is called Forever My Girl.
Girl.
It's the
My Girl.
Paula Abdul life story.
No.
I would love that.
Yeah. it's
Now, shush, everyone, straight up. Now tell me, Josh.
It is
What?
a.
He doesn't even get that.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I know.
It's a Paula song.
Okay.
So keep telling
He
me.
thinks I sing that song.
I thought, what, does that a Katy Perry song?
No. Katy Perry.
It's my go-to is always Katy Perry.
Okay. Tell me about.
It's based on a book. It's a pure romance. The time is right for this movie. It's such a nice, feel-good movie. And it's PG, but it's got a crazy good original soundtrack. If you like The Notebook was testing at like 72.
Right.
And when I say testing, like they have test audiences for people listening. Beth's movie was testing at an 88 and 89.
Well, you haven't said who Beth is.
Beth is my wife.
And what does she have to do with this movie?
She wrote and directed it. I think I said that.
Yeah, I don't know if you did.
Yeah.
The reason we're talking about it is that your wife, Bethany Ashton Wolf, wrote and directed this movie. Do you know how hard that
to get something on the fucking screen is crazy.
Does she have a studio behind her, or is it independent?
It's Lionsgate.
Wow.
It's nationwide.
Good for her.
And I see the commercials everywhere.
And it says her name. It like says her name. Today I saw it today.
That's the crazy thing. By Bethany Ashton Wolf. It says at the end of the commercial.
Yeah. It's so amazing. And I have to tell you, last night, Ross, was the first night, and I don't know if you've ever had to do this with Sal, where I loved it. And I didn't know, honestly, if I'm being honest, how I would do it. I was the person holding the phones.
I would love that. I know exactly what you mean.
I was in the background, and she was like, "You want to walk the carpet?" And I said, "Nope." And I walked out there to take a picture with her, but I didn't need to do an interview. And I just held the phones and watched her. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do with this. And I loved it. I was so happy for her and so proud of her. Here's my thing, and this is why her story to me is so inspirational. And the last 2 months when I go on the road, when I do press, I talk about her because she's been in this town 20 years. And so when she finally got this movie made, I said to her, I need to know, did you not quit? And did you get up every day and write? Guys, every day she would walk out in that backyard with that computer and fucking write. Every day, whether it was this movie or something else, and just write and write and write. And I said, why? Is it because you love what you do? Or because you didn't know who you'd be without it? And she said, a little of both. She said, for 20 years, this is who I am. And if I just decided tomorrow that I'm not going to do it, I don't know who I am. But she said, I also love this.
Is she enjoying this moment? Like last night, what did she enjoy it?
So much.
The premiere. You guys, the movie opens January 19th nationwide. That's this Friday. Like probably when you're listening to this, the movie is out. Right. And it is, tell them how it's tracking. Tracking is like when the audiences see it. And
the first week online, the trailer had 20 million views.
Wow.
The first week. The movie, so we're going Friday. And the first theater we went to buy tickets this morning at 1 p.m., this afternoon at 1 p.m., that theater was already sold out.
Nice. Listen a little bit to the trailer for Forever My Girl, directed and written for the screen by Bethany Ashton Wolf. Here's a little bit of the trailer. Who wrote this music?
My son's 17-year-old friend.
Wow.
So that song you're listening to enough, we were in the dark all night. So this kid, we're walking in the backyard and we're like, what is this? And he was like, this is my music. And one of Jacob's good friends. And we were like, hey man, how would you like to basically have almost an entire soundtrack? Now he wrote it with a guy named Brett Boyette, who's the music producer, and they split a lot of it. But the Jackson, who's a 17-year-old, he's 20 now, but he's the one who introduced Brett, and he was writing these songs. Huge stars singing this. Lauren Elena's got a great song on here. Travis Tritt, who's like country royalty, is in the movie, and his voice is like butter. But there's so many good songs.
And it's about a big successful sort of country superstar who goes back into his town and runs into the girl who he used to be in love with.
Who he stood up with. He stood her up at the altar.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Ouch. I will tell you this. You've known me for a long time. I've seen that movie 5 times, maybe 6. There's still 2 scenes that make me cry every time. And the reason it's testing higher than The Notebook and other movies in the genre is because it appeals to men also. It has such a strong father-son relationship in the movie that if you have any daddy issues or anything at all, you're going to be like,
that's great.
Right.
And it was amazing.
I love that it's a female director. We need more women directors.
Honey.
I love that it's a woman director.
I think that's why they're saying her name.
Yes,
That's
on
right.
the commercials for
Exactly.
sure.
And I want it to be known that, like, it is not my practice to interview the husbands of successful women. I said, can we get Beth in here? Can we get her on the phone? She's like too busy doing the thing. So Josh is in here bragging about his wife. Okay, his very successful wife who wrote everyone Forever My Girl wrote and directed. Go see it in the theater. Go support the family.
Please.
Okay, everybody.
So it's not just a chick flick.
It is not. It is for sure a romance, for sure. But it's funny. The little girl in this movie steals every scene she's in.
Everybody, go buy a ticket. Just buy a ticket and go. I'm going to do it as well. I'm so proud of her. I really am.
Thank you.
Hey, other big news going on, Joshua. Your family is like big movie moguls now, but I tell you, we all have stuff going on too.
Yeah.
All right.
CJ's back went out this week.
Yeah.
Oh no! How'd you do
that was a big news.
Yeah, I said to CJ, I go, hey, let's go to the Abbey and have happy hour. Let's go! Botch! He says to me, he texts, I can't, my back went out. So I texted him the black grandma emoji.
Oh my God! How did you throw your back out? Did you do something?
I was doing kettlebells in the gym.
Kettlebells! Ding, ding,
That's what I meant. Ding dong.
ding. You don't swing a kettlebell, you play a kettlebell. What are you doing? Ding! So you were swinging it and threw your back went out. Is it better now?
Much better.
Okay. Here's some other big news. Everybody's got big news. Willie,
Yes,
you're left-handed.
I am left-handed.
I just found out Willie was writing something down for me.
How did you? What?
That's how you found out that Willie's
He
left-handed?
was writing something down, and I looked at his hands, because usually I'm looking other places. I looked at his hands. He's left-handed. Now, have you been your whole life left-handed?
Yes, I have been.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Thank you, Willie.
You're welcome.
Also,
Imagine if he learned it.
you know what to do. Nikki, I'm going around here. Nikki was just in New York City.
New York City.
Get the rope. She was in New York City.
I was.
Tell them why.
I was there. I was on the Wendy Williams show doing their Inside Scoop.
Wow.
She did a fantastic job.
Thank you,
She was
baby.
so good, so articulate, just so on it.
I think
Really
that's fantastic.
good. Looked beautiful too.
I had a big night. Will, you know what I need you to do now, right? Willie?
Yes, I do. We're working on it.
Okay, great. I'm trying to see if you can get something set up. I had a big night last night.
What'd you do?
Well, I hope this pays off. The story could just go nowhere, but I'm looking at the screen. Usually when somebody gets on the phone, I know the screen lights up. I had a big night. Didn't have my movie out.
Yeah. Just so you know, everybody, Ross was invited last night.
Yes.
Okay.
I could not go because, I talked to last week, we've been going through a lot personally. It's been a tough time. And I needed time with my best friend.
Yeah, totally.
And so last night, Taya came over. Tater Tot. The one and only Tater Tot. She came over and we had a slumber party.
Shut up.
Oh, it's great.
Won't. And I can't. And she's supposed to be on the phone right now.
She's not.
Now, when you do slumber party as
Thank
an
you, Josh,
adult,
for helping me stretch.
you're welcome. Slumber party as an adult. Is that 2 sleeping bags? Is that cozy up on the bed? What is
Now,
it?
this is exactly why I need Taya. Oh, Taya, are you there?
Tay.
Yeah.
Tater Tot, hi.
You need a punch. I was just looking up the number.
Oh my
looking
God.
at the number.
You're here. Tater Tot, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Taya.
Hey, Taya.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi.
Josh Wolf is on the program.
Hello.
Josh Wolf. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Nice to hear your voice.
Now, enough about Josh. So last night, Taya and I had a slumber party. Now, Joshua Wolf was just asking a few questions about a grown-up slumber party. Taya, would you mind doing the press conference right here and now so people could ask you questions about our slumber party last night?
Thank you, everyone, for giving us the opportunity to give this press conference. I'll take any and all questions.
All right.
Over here.
Yes, you there. You there. Yes.
Yeah, you there.
I'm
Keep doing that, Taya.
I'm just curious. When 2 adults have a slumber party, do you use sleeping bags? Do you share a bed? How does that work?
Good question.
well, I'll tell you. I don't know how much Ross has divulged already.
Nothing.
But that's a beautiful question for starters.
Thank you.
Okay, 2, usually when I spend the night at the Mathews Camarena household, I usually sleep on a couch. But last night, I got to sleep on the adjustable bed
Salvador
with Ross
was out
and
of
the
town.
2 dogs.
Fun.
So Taya slept. Brand new sheets. Trisha washed them. So thank you, Trisha. She's right on top of that, which is so great. I know you are. We're not talking about you right now. So we slept brand new sheets. I texted. I go, brand new sheets. Come on over. Well, so Salvador's in Las Vegas. So Taya was all excited because I have that futuristic bed that goes up and down, right?
Yeah.
Where your legs go in the air, your head goes in the air, and I have 2 warm chihuahuas. And so Taya was excited to come sleep, and we slept side by side last night.
You slept side by side.
Side by side.
And
Decadent. It was decadent.
Nick?
That's what I've named my penis, is decadent.
That was funny.
Okay. Next question.
Taya, I have a question. Taya, I have a question. It's Baxi. It's Baxi.
Yes, you there. Yes, with the headphone on.
Oh,
Headphones.
hi. Did you guys smoke a bowl?
No.
Oh.
Great question.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Sober
but I'll
night.
tell you, we did have a crowd favorite, 12th Man. We had a couple 12th Man, the official cocktail of the Seattle Seahawks.
I don't know
Okay,
if that's
there you go.
officially
Thank
the
you,
cocktail,
Taya.
but when Sarah Clona and
Thank you.
punter John Ryan was here, I made them the drink I drink when I watch football games, which I call the 12th Man.
What is
which
it?
It's equal parts like a Sprite Zero and the blue Powerade Zero with vodka, because then you have your blue and your green, and you're the 12th Man.
I love that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I've made
And
it
you-
for CJ. Yeah.
It's nice.
And Taya?
It's one of those, like, I can't taste the booze in these, and you just go.
Oh, those will sneak up on you.
I have the stainless steel straws that Oprah used, and they get really cold.
It's tasty.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
A stainless steel straw?
Oh, that's the best thing. So it looks like a bendy straw.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what it is. It is like a little, like, you know how like a bendy straw looks at that angle? So imagine a straw, but it's always in that position, and it's stainless steel, and it's straw. So then when you sip from ice, it gets so cold.
I hate it.
I
hate
love
that.
it.
When Oprah interviewed on her Super Soul Sunday series, which is must-see television, at her home in Montecito, she would always have a little glass of lemonade or iced tea or something. It would always have the
A
metal
stainless straw. Yeah, stainless steel straw. Yeah.
All right, I have a.
Oh, next question. Next question. Taylor, you ready? Next question. Next question.
Yeah. You there? Yes, you.
Go ahead.
That's you.
Me? Oh, I couldn't see your finger. Sorry.
You just started.
Okay. Oh, sorry. In the chat room, person 123 has lots of questions. I'm gonna rattle them off real quick.
Okay.
Was there any beauty primping?
Let's call this right now. This is the lightning speed round.
Yes.
Okay, Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki, this
Yeah, that's
is
good.
the lightning speed round. Go.
Was there any beauty primping?
I cannot confirm or deny that there was beauty primping. What I can say is that I felt like a new woman when I came home.
Oh, wow.
Did you braid each other's hair?
No, we didn't.
Did you prank call any boys?
No.
God, now we
Okay,
really
this is not
fucked
a
up on our
slumber party.
Ross,
No,
'cause
so-
all these are wonderful ideas.
These are all wonderful ideas. What we did is we plugged our hearts in to each other.
That's cute.
Shared, bonded, confided, loved,
Eat.
watched Mama June.
Shut up.
Hot from Hot to Not. And then felt bad about Mama June, and then stopped watching it. And we watched the first half of Clue.
Oh, I love that movie. With Tim Curry?
Yeah. And then we looked at each other at like 8:30 and said, "It's only 8:30?" Right? And then we went to bed.
You know what?
Yeah.
No food in bed?
This is a little bit of a tangent.
Snacks. Yes, go.
This is a little bit of a tangent, but I don't know. I want to know if others feel the same way, but I have been wanting Ross to watch Clue for a long time because I love Clue, the movie, myself.
Okay.
But I forgot how awkward it is when you like something like a song or a TV show or a movie or something, and you want your friend to watch it with you. Then it's always awkward. It's never not awkward. Because I always feel like, this part's great coming up. This part, you like
And
this part.
I was enjoying it, but Taya had major agita.
Yeah.
She was like, are you okay with this? I don't know. Is it even funny? And I was like, yeah, it's funny.
But especially something like that you saw a long time ago or you haven't seen in a while, and it holds a piece of like, for you, like you're like, oh yeah, I used to like that a lot, and then you watch it again, you're like, this isn't as good as.
CJ, final question.
I was like, am I? Oh, good. Yes, CJ. Yes, please.
Did you guys wear pajamas?
Yeah.
Oh, good question.
Beautiful question.
Oh, CJ. Excellent question. My God. First, let me honor that question by saying thank you for the question. And then two, we did. We wore, I mean, I think as soon as we got home, like we just put on elastic bands. Like I've just come to the point where I have loungewear for home, and basically loungewear is just nothing you can button. It's just something you can pull on. And then I can just fall asleep in anywhere, standing up, sitting down, any room of the house, I can just fall asleep.
Riveting.
So that's kind of at leisure.
This is great. This is what the people want to know.
Yeah.
Riveting.
I can say I cleaned up the mess this morning. It must have been really boring, the slumber party. There was like no mess.
There was like no mess. I cleaned it before
Old
bed.
people don't have messes.
Did you say old people don't make messes?
Nikki just said that. By the way, hey, Nikki, let's take out our driver's license and see who's what age. Thank you so much.
I speak from experience.
So much. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Nikki's driver's license is paper. Thank you so much, everybody.
It's on filament paper.
No, by the way, she took her driver's test in a horse and buggy. Thank you, Nikki, so much for that. Thank you so much.
It's
for
okay,
that.
Nikki.
All right.
I love you.
Thank you.
I love you too, darling. I do.
That's funny because I didn't get the invite to Puerto Vallarta.
Turn it up. I love you, Nikki. Her hearing aid is a little low.
I guess my invite to the slumber party got stuck with the Puerto Vallarta invite.
Oh, actually, we sent it to your address in Cabo. Taya, you are a delight. You've given the people what they wanted, which is their finger on the pulse of our slumber party. Thank you so much for calling in. I know you had your choice of outlets, CNN, Fox News, QVC, but you came here, and for that we will forever be grateful.
Yes.
Well, I have to tell you, pound for pound, for my slumber party buying dollar, no one throws a better slumber party than you. So thank you. Thank you. And I hope everyone gets a chance to slumber with Ross.
All right.
Hey, a favor. Take out night.
We'll be right back with a new game that's sweeping the nation.
Kiss good.
Now, back to Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
And welcome back to the program. So you know Selena, one of my chihuahuas, had surgery on both her back legs. They were wonky when she was like born that way or something. And so she's been looking really good. You know, you've seen her. She's lost almost 2 pounds now. She's doing great. And she's starting to run around. We were in Palm Springs last week, and she like rounded a corner. We have polished cement floors, you know, and she kind of went like she went with it, and she's been limping ever since.
Oh, no.
So she had to go to Malibu today, and they did X-rays to Dr. Dean, and it's still fine, but she has to take like anti-inflammatories and stuff like that. Just something. Thing. But yeah, so Trisha just gave me that information during the break. So
okay.
she's fine.
She just pulled a little thing.
Ross, did you post that video showing the chihuahua, the overweight chihuahua, and then they ran it on the treadmill and everything?
Yeah.
That was so amazing.
Listen, there was this video on Facebook with an overweight chihuahua, and it lost like,
I saw that.
It was 16 pounds, and they lost 8 pounds.
It was so cool to
Half
watch
of your
that.
body weight.
Yeah. I know.
So Selena can do it.
Yes, she can.
She's doing
Chihuahua Fit Club. Yes, she can.
Chihuahua Fit Club.
Now listen, did you see I also debuted the trailer for the special I'm doing for Nat Geo Wild called Wild
so
from the Red Carpet.
Yeah.
It premieres March 4th, Sunday, March 4th, 7 p.m. It's right before the big, the Oscars.
Yeah.
And Jackie Taya and Jackie Beat and myself, we all produced it and with Nat Geo Wild, and I host it.
That's
and
amazing.
It's like, I interview from the biggest stars in the world, like Meryl Sheep, Mahershala Ali,
right.
Cobra Winfrey, Viola Davis, Sloth Rogan.
Oh, that's cute.
I do get an interview, an exclusive with the host of the big show, Jimmy Kimmel, and we actually do a one-on-one an interview. There's a confrontation with Jimmy Kimmel and Kat Damon, so you will not want to miss that.
Sounds riveting.
Yeah, this is all real and all so funny, and we really had a lot of fun doing this. So that's Sunday, March 4th, 7 p.m. on Nat Geo Wild.
I want to ask you so many questions right now about the animals and how you interact with them, but I'm going to wait until after the show.
After it airs.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
that's
a lot of questions
idea.
for you.
Hey, Josh Wolf and I, we used to do a podcast called Josh and Ross, and it was the first time either one of us had done podcasts, right? And we loved it. We loved doing it together.
How did you guys come up with that name?
Hello.
We just put the most important person first, and then decided
I was being
to
facetious.
swip it. What we did is we said we put the most important person's name first, and then decided to switch it last minute.
Got it. Okay,
So
cool.
Josh and Ross, and those episodes are still available on iTunes.
Everybody
free.
in the chat room is
I
freaking
get
out
tweets about it all of the time. Yeah.
I don't know who owns that. Who has the code, the
think it's
login
still-
information? I don't know who did it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
So enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's still under the Toad Hop.
Great.
Yeah, I
Good
think
for
so.
them. Great. Love them. But one thing that Joshua and I realized, and you guys all know this, is that we come from different points of view in the world, right? Like, it became very clear one time when I was talking about, do you remember this?
Yes.
I was talking about Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City. And I was talking about a minute and a half before Joshua realized that I wasn't talking about.
Well, I had no idea who that was. And he ridiculed me.
Well, because you thought I was talking about
Terry Bradshaw.
So
So straight. It's like a straight guy.
I'm talking about Terry Bradshaw from Sex and the City.
Right.
He thinks I'm talking about Terry Bradshaw, the former quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm like, this makes no sense.
And
Like,
it's
this
sort of
makes no sense.
This infamous story of us. So what I decided to do with Joshua here is I decided to put together a new game.
Okay.
Now, these new games I've been doing have really been hit or miss. Okay? So, a couple of words. One of them.
A couple.
I gotta tell you, the enthusiasm in the studio is not unbridled. It's really kind of contained.
Now I don't know. This game is called Carrie Bradshaw or Terry Bradshaw.
All right.
Oh God. The two different.
Carrie Bradshaw or Terry Bradshaw?
Ow.
Good job.
That shattered some glasses.
I have to say,
Want to hear it again?
No. But I usually hate your theme songs, but this might be my favorite.
I like that one too.
All right. So the way that this works, Joshua, is when you get an answer right, you're going to hear this. When you get an answer wrong, you're going to hear this. I only have one sound effect.
Got it.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah,
All right?
perfect. Yeah.
Great. So I've put together questions about, and they're actually quotes. And it's either a quote from Terry Bradshaw or a quote from Carrie Bradshaw.
Great.
Now, what we can do is we can have Joshua play one of you or all of you, or we can have you play a listener. What do you think?
You know, I think whatever you think will help the game the most. Do you want to involve somebody on the phone?
I didn't really plan it that far ahead.
Right.
So listen, what's the number? Yeah.
It is 424-253-0749. I'll put it up on the screen.
Great. So if you want to play call-in, but right now, Joshua, we're just going to start it with you.
Okay.
This is what we're going to do.
Exciting.
Okay. And it's going to be you versus a different person in this room to start.
Okay.
All right. So first up, this is a quote, and it's either Terry Bradshaw or Carrie Bradshaw, either a famous Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback or a fictional character from Sex and the City.
Yes.
Who said, I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid?
I will say with 100% certainty. That's Terry Bradshaw.
Lock him in on a Terry Bradshaw. That's okay. Sounded like a fart.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Excuse me.
He said Terry Bradshaw. The answer is, the quote was, I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. The answer is Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw.
Now, can I ask, Ross, how did you research the Terry Bradshaw quotes?
Great question.
Thank you.
I went to Google, which is a website,
Yep.
and I clicked on a lip box.
Now, do you have to put in the Google or just Google?
Googled Terry Bradshaw quotes.
Riveting.
I didn't know.
How did you find them?
Let me ask you a question. Why would Terry Bradshaw have a page of Terry Bradshaw quotes?
Do you have a book of Terry Bradshaw?
Yeah, that's the question.
No.
Who the fuck makes a page of Terry Bradshaw quotes?
I use the internet, Josh.
Oh my God! I love that your impersonation of him had a country twang.
Why? But
it had a country twang to it.
Earlier was like.
I like that.
Next question. Next question. Next question. Nikki.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Is this quote from Terry Bradshaw or Carrie Bradshaw? Terry.
Starts with a T.
Carrie.
Starts with an either C or K.
C.
Okay.
To Terry Carrie Bradshaw.
Got it.
Quote, I could not bounce back from my divorce. Emotionally, I just could not bounce back.
That's Sherry Bradshaw, for sure. Sherry Bradshaw.
Ka-ka-ta-ta.
Sherry Bradshaw?
Tatonka.
I'm going to say that is Terry Bradshaw.
Lock her in on Terry Bradshaw.
With his ta-tas. Ta-ta Terry. Wait, that's not? Oh.
No, that was the lock-in. Good job.
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw.
Well, the question was Carrie Bradshaw married on the show Sex and the City?
She got married, but she didn't get divorced.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you
CJ, you are the expert in all things Sex in the City. Is this to Terry or Carrie? Which is what I should have named this.
Yeah, to Terry or
That's exactly
Carrie.
right.
Yeah, I
To
do
Terry
like
or
that.
Carrie.
Read it later.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But can you read these questions in your impersonation of me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
one?
The earlier one?
I like the earlier one.
I like the country. Well,
You
they're
like
both
the country one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the country.
All right. Is this Carrie or to Terry? Ready? I forget how it I forgot your impression.
There it is.
Maybe. Maybe you have to let go of who you are to become who you will be.
Wait, what?
Maybe, quote, maybe you have to let go of who you are. Sorry. Maybe you have to let go of who you were to become who you will be.
Oh, Carrie.
You lock him in on Carrie. Carrie.
That was fast.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep dop dooble deeble deeble dee dow. Yeah. Yeah.
Carrie.
Carrie.
That impersonation is really funny.
Terry.
It's like last week he did me said, if we're playing
That was
another
great.
game.
Last week I said, I've got a brand new game. TJ goes, another game.
That was spot on.
I mean, your impersonations are getting better.
They're better. Really brilliant.
Thank you.
You're really nailing it.
Thank you. That, of course, is my Kate Winslet.
Oh, that was?
Thank you.
No, wow.
Dude.
That was your Kate
I thought it was Honey Boo Boo, I swear to God.
Honeydale.
Do you ever do your impersonations and then listen back to them?
Oh, God, no. That's the number one rule. No, you do not do that. You never question an impression. Yeah. You don't work on an impression. It just comes out.
You go all in.
Yeah.
You work on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or as Nicole Kidman says, I practice at home. All right.
That was like Angela Lansbury doing Nicole Kidman. Is what that was.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Back to the game. No one has called to play it. We have a call.
Great.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, how you doing?
I'm fabulous. What's your name?
Timothy.
This is Timothy. Timothy, we know you well. You've called many, many times. Timothy, I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna read you a quote. It's either gonna be to Terry or to Carrie. Oh, Timothy. Hold on. Oh no, Timothy's there. Timothy, to Carrie or to Terry? Quote: I'm on national TV in front of millions, and I hate making mistakes.
Carrie.
Lock him in on Carrie. Lock him in on Carrie. The answer is. Terry Bradshaw. Now, thank you, Timothy. Thank you, darling. Now, I'm wondering about you, Josh, if you'll get this one. This one I found rather difficult. Listen, could be either.
Now, when you went on this website called Google, was it just a Terry Bradshaw website, or is there's other things on there?
You go to www.terrybradshaw.quotes, Carrie Bradshaw quotes, Ross Mathews Straight Talk.org.
Or not .gov.org, .edu?
No, org.
Got it, okay. I want to find it, but how?
Okay. Here's a quote.
Just who was that? Was that an impersonation of me?
Yeah, it was sort of like universal.
Yeah, okay.
It actually was Kate Winslet. Okay, ready? Quote. You can't dodge them all. I got hammered plenty of times through the years, but you just get up and keep playing. I can tell you from experience, though, sometimes it hurts like hell.
Ooh, this
seems like a trick question, doesn't it? It seems like that's the question they give you for your last question that you know you're going to lock in. And I'm locking in. You're like, you're betting it all. I'm betting it all.
Right.
And then you'd go in on Terry Bradshaw. But I think he's trying to trick me.
He's tricking you to trick you. He's doubling it.
You're doubling down on the trick?
I think the double trick.
I need an answer.
I'm going with first instinct, then I'm going to go Carrie.
Lock him in on Carrie.
Yeah, that's really takes it.
We have the joy of having Skype married to the computer where the sound effects are.
Got
so
you.
we get those things together.
I should ask you to get that lock it in sound effect so I can just have it here.
Yep.
God bless you, though. You're doing a super duper job.
Listen,
Lock him in on Carrie Bradshaw. The quote was, you can't dodge them all. I get hammered plenty of times through the years, but you just get up and keep playing. I can tell you from experience, though, sometimes it hurts like hell.
Now, you did the trick, the double trick, reverse trick.
I did the double reverse trick.
I
wanted you to think I was tricking you, but I wasn't tricking you.
But you were tricking me.
That's called a trick fuck.
A trick fuck?
My dad always said trick fucks.
I like that.
A trick fucked you.
I like it.
Your dad?
How about just quickly, men who are too good looking are never good in bed because they never had to be.
Carrie Bradshaw.
What is that? Carrie to Terry.
Carrie.
Carrie, the answer is, of course. Yes, Carrie. Yes, of course. So I have a lot more questions, but my gut tells me this game sucks.
No, I kind of liked it, but just for a minute.
Yeah, you know.
I thought it was a theme song.
I thought that
That's
was the
how you
beginning
play.
Oh, got it.
Carrie Carrie to Terry. Cook Carrie to Terry. Cook to Terry.
I am going to do. What is that?
Hold on. Carrie or Terry. We'll be right back.
This is Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
Yeah. Hi, welcome back to the program. Joshua, I just heard you mumbling something to Nikki as we were coming back.
Yeah.
What? Super private. Did you say what I think you said? That
Yeah.
You've only ever seen
one episode
of
Sex and the City. And is it Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
That's more than me. I've never seen it at all.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it. When Heather McDonald's here, remember I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
never seen Sex in the City.
You were never interested in watching it?
Never, and I'm still not.
You
don't care.
It's so good, and you're making a huge mistake.
Yes.
Like, you really are making a huge mistake.
I think it's kind of funny. I love saying I've never seen it.
Oh, great. Great. Good for you.
I don't care. I don't care about it.
How do you know you don't care about it?
It just doesn't look appealing for me.
You would love it.
Really?
It is seriously so Nikki.
Should I start watching
It's
it then?
amazing. In fact, that Tommy one time said to me, "Oh God, Sex and the City marathon, let's do it." And I looked at him and I said, "What?" And he's like, "I got suckered into the show a long time ago, and now it's like reruns of Friends. They get better the more you see them."
This is the mistake. This is the mistake I made. I watched the movie, the second one. That's the only thing I've seen because I wanted to see Liza Minnelli do that.
Of course.
Number. So I saw that movie. I'm like, I have no interest in this show.
Okay, that movie does not represent the show.
Thank you. I know, and I know.
Okay.
So you think I should give it a shot?
Yes.
Yes.
All
It'd be
right.
like Kathleen Turner now representing Kathleen Turner's career before.
Oh
Like
my
it's just
God.
different
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
God bless her. I
I
still
love her.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love her. But you wouldn't know this other
Right.
career. Like it's just different
Yes.
now.
Ross, which character on Sex and the City do you identify with the most?
Great question. I am 75% Miranda, 25% Charlotte.
75% Miranda has red hair?
Yes. I am not Carrie at all, and I'm not Samantha at all, unless I'm having tequila. CJ? Agreed, right?
And what about you? Which one? Which?
I think I'm a little bit of Samantha and a little bit of Carrie.
You're Charlotte too.
I'm a little bit.
You're not Miranda at all.
See, I've played this game with friends.
Fagsy, you are
Who would I be?
Kim Cattrall. You are
Yeah.
Samantha.
What character is she?
Samantha.
She like the sexy one? There's
Yes.
one that's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
She was
Okay.
in Mannequin.
Yes.
Oh, I loved Mannequin. Josh, I love that movie.
And in this world,
Oh, can you play it? I love the
we'll
to love each other. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
So sorry I said Mannequin.
No, Josh, that was so
CJ? What
great.
is CJ?
I
He
love
is
that.
definitely-
They should make another Mannequin. They should do a remake.
Mannequin 2, harder than ever.
Who would star in it?
No. I want to know who we think CJ is.
CJ is.
Oh, I love this.
CJ is Carrie and Samantha.
Who would I be?
Right? I'm so good at this. You are Steve.
Big.
No, he's Steve.
Oh, you are.
You are Steve, Miranda's husband.
I don't even know who that is, and I'm laughing.
Now, we've played this game with
I'm good
friends
at this.
before.
Yes.
With friends, I'm like half Joey, half Chandler.
Okay. I'm 100% Monica.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Monica.
100% Monica.
100%.
Except you're way funnier.
Stop it!
She was like, every time she talks, I'm like, they should give her less lines. Why don't you have the funny people say things, and you can just set them up.
Hold on.
Am I
Hold
wrong?
on, hold on,
Am I wrong?
Let them say you're crazy.
They don't care about that. Oh, yeah.
Put your mind
Oh,
in
it's so
my
good.
hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. No. CJ, take it. Part 2. Yes, he got it.
He didn't even blink.
Hold this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Except for me. Stop. Okay. Wow.
That was.
We have still so much to get to. You know, Joshua, I don't know, you've been here for one of these. This might be your first one ever, but we have an investigative reporter here on the program.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, somebody who scrolls everything on our social media, everything going on in the world, and really goes deep to get the story. In fact, he goes so deep, we call his segment Balls Deep with Fagsy.
Balls Deep with Fagsy.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, I need to know more. Give it to me good. Give it to me true.
What is happening?
It's not the same. I hate doing it down here. The dance only works up there.
So
and he's like staring at me with a deadpan face.
I'm dying to know what's happening.
Redo it. That's unacceptable.
Every time Fagsy, he takes it very seriously.
I do.
Every time we play
Thank you,
his
John.
theme song,
Yeah.
he has to do a whole choreographed dance to it. And right now, because Joshua's here, Josh is in Fagsy's seat, and Fagsy was down in a corner.
Do your dance. Do your dance.
Oh my God, you couldn't do your choreography down there.
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Thank you, Josh.
It's
You're
time
welcome. You're welcome.
For this audio program, let's listen to it again so you can do your choreography.
People watch.
All right.
Balls.
Okay, good.
Balls Deep with Fagsy.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, I need to know more. Give it to me good. Give it to me true. Give it to me hard. Give it to me deep. Balls Deep with Fagsy.
It's a lot of robots and
Thank
a lot
you,
of jazz hands.
And can I just add, it looked exactly the same.
Exactly
I
the
mean,
same.
there was no, like.
It looked the same in your corner than it did up there, Fagsy.
Yeah, am I wrong? Did
No,
it look
it looked exactly the
the same?
He just wanted you to see it from two different angles.
Look, when I was doing the choreography, Josh was sitting there staring at me with a deadpan face like a dead audience.
No, I think he was just like in shock at the beauty.
It's not a day. You see a grown man doing the robot turned into jazz hands while singing Balls Deep with Fagsy.
I was overwhelmed.
Did you like it?
Overwhelmed.
In
I was
Josh's
overwhelmed.
defense,
All right.
What do you do the first time?
I was like, what's going to happen next? I've seen a little bit of everything.
All right, everyone, stretch.
Oh, stretch, because he's going to go balls deep. You have to stretch.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to ask you some questions, group questions, because you didn't post a lot again this week. All right?
Okay, sorry.
So, and this is kind of balls. I want balls deep into knowing more who you are. Okay. My first question: what compliment do you winded?
You're winded because he did the dance
He did it twice. Yeah.
I ain't no spring chicken. Okay, what compliment do people give you the most?
Okay, Joshua.
Honestly, what it's about and I'm stunned by it because I hate it, but it's about people like my laugh.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I
like
hate
that.
it. I hate it.
Well,
hate
makes
it.
you
You
feel
don't
better.
hate it.
I hate it too.
There you go. Thank you
Oh
very
my
much.
gosh.
Yeah.
You have a very
I love your
contagious laugh.
Of
Well, thank
course.
you. Thank you.
It's great. It fills a room. It's
Nikki
good.
Marie.
It's either my butt or my teeth. Like you have such a white. Your teeth are so white. Do you bleach them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ask you the same thing about your butt?
It's pretty opposite of that.
Wow.
They don't ever ask me if my butt is so white. They've never said that.
Ross,
Wow.
what compliments do you get? What compliment do you get?
I think that
number one.
I'm sweet. I think is the compliment. The number
good
one
one.
compliment.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Mr. CJ.
I would say my fashions, my accessories.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that
Okay.
necklace?
Snoop Dogg.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Did
are you
Snoop Dogg
serious?
really give that to you?
No, he did.
Wow, I love Snoop Dogg.
By the way, this is like a great game of Family Feud. What do you think? My fashions. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. That's a good answer.
I'm very
And Willie.
I'm very supportive.
Can I just get
Willie.
CJ wants me to stop.
No, I want to go to Willie
No,
next.
every time I ask, I go, "Where'd you get that
Wait,
necklace?" He
Fagsy,
goes,
can we ask
"Snoop
Willie?"
Dogg gave
Yes,
me
of
that
course.
necklace."
Okay,
which
let's
is
ask
not
Willie.
true.
But let's ask Willie
Because
Willie.
Snoop Dogg gave me that necklace, and I gave it to CJ.
Is that it? CJ Marie.
That's the only reason you wanted to know my answer. I'm not going to say it now.
That is terrible.
And so
Why did
whenever
you get a necklace from Snoop Dogg?
Because I did the show Snoop and Martha, and there was like the gift from Snoop, and it looked like something CJ would wear. I'm not, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Totally.
And so I go, "Hey, CJ, Snoop Dogg gave me this. It looks like something you'd wear." And he was so excited. He said, "Oh yeah."
Oh my
And so, because CJ was excited.
We know me and my excitement. That's it.
That's it. He's like,
You get one and you get three.
his range of emotion goes from 1 to 2.7. You could round up on a good day. He could win the fucking Super Bowl. You get a 3.1. There's nothing there. Nothing. So I go, "Here, you can." It's like diamond encrusted gold necklace. I go, "Here you go." And he goes, "Oh." cool. And so now, I see it. He's wearing it. And I always go, hey, where'd you get that? He goes, Snoop Dogg gave it to me. Every time, and I can't get any credit.
I cancel out Ross every time. Everybody asks me about this.
Yeah.
I get so many compliments on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not 100% false.
No,
Snoop Dogg did give it to somebody, and it's on your person.
Oh, by the way, everybody, please don't tell Snoop Dogg that I gave it.
That's funny.
I do agree with you, Ross, though, because I gave him something, remember the watch, and he just said, thanks, man. Like, there was no, like, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. That's so nice. I like that he just, thanks, man.
Yeah.
CJ. It's just CJ. Yeah. Okay, Willie.
I like it too. Almost as much as Josh's laugh. All right.
Willie? What's the compliment you get?
That I'm like a good listener, empathetic.
Oh,
that
okay,
is so true.
That is true.
All of these things are true.
Yeah.
Fashions, laugh, teeth, butthole.
Next question.
I didn't say butthole.
Butthole.
I didn't talk about bleaching it either.
Nikki, well, you said it, and it'll hold up in court. The number one thing you get complimented on is your butthole. And that'll hold up in court.
That's what I heard.
I love that.
If you check the tape, I think if you check the tape.
Check the tape, roll it back.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have time.
Next question. I love that I got out of that one. Okay. Do you have
In fact, you love that you got out of Nikki's butthole.
I got out of her butthole. Do you have any strange phobias? Ross?
Well, I used to have a phobia of snakes. Even when they were on television, I had to change the channel. And then I did that piece with Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, and I held snakes.
Yeah, I remember.
Now I'm not afraid of them. So do I have no? Lock me in on
no phobias.
No phobias. What was my big phobia? Sometimes when I'm on a bridge, like if I'm walking, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose my hat, even if I don't have a hat. Like I'll go like this.
Yeah.
When you say weird phobia, you mean something that I'm scared of, that a lot of people are scared of, like heights, or something that is just probably
Just freaks you out.
It could just be any strange phobia that you have. Like what like I have a phobia that my friends are like, you need to knock that off.
What is it?
I'm a germaphobe, but when it comes to sex, I'm not a germaphobe. So like I won't touch doorknobs, and I'm very choreographed in a bathroom. Like I want someone to record it. I was telling Nikki I want to do a video of it. So yeah, I'm a germaphobe, but I'll go and have sex with someone, and that'll all go out the window. So it's weird, but my friends get so mad. They're like, you need to touch that doorknob. Just touch it. But I'm no.
Yeah.
I don't get sick.
I have a lot of, I'm a bit of a germaphobe too, but I think my weird, and I don't know if it's a phobia, but it happens to me at every store I walk into. Every store I walk in and out of, I think. And I know I'm not stealing something, but I'm like, the alarm's going to go off.
Oh, wow.
The alarm's going to fucking go off. The alarm's going to go off.
Can I tell you?
What is
the alarm
that?
goes
That's
off all the
interesting.
time when I walk into stores, and I just keep walking.
I keep walking too.
I feel like this. I go, I didn't steal anything, and I walk out. Nobody once ever comes to check if I stole anything.
Yeah. Nobody?
Never once.
You should try stealing something.
No, I know, right? But I know it's because they don't wipe. Like you buy razors or something, they don't do the thing on the thing. But I just keep walking every single time.
Every time I go into a store and I buy something, I'm walking out with bags. I'm like, I know the alarm's going to go off. I know that. And I don't know. And I have the same phobia about, I know my credit card's good, but every time they swipe it, I'm
that's
like,
interesting.
This is
Yeah.
it.
I get
This
that.
is it.
I get
That's
it.
interesting.
Okay. Mine is cockroaches. Any
Really?
size.
Oh, they're so gross.
I'm fine with
Disgusting,
spiders.
yeah.
I'm fine with rats. I'm fine with mice. If you put a cockroach of any size near me, I lose my shit.
You know, we were in Mexico. We had those cricket tacos. Would you ever try that? It's
I'm sorry, I
delicious.
wasn't invited. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? You know what? Hey, when she's right, she's right.
She's right.
Okay.
CJ.
Hilarious. My phobia would be bathrooms. Dirty like I saw it. Even when I use the bathroom in someone's house, I legit always look at, especially the toilet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you can see like the print of somebody's butt crack, and it's like shit on the I can look in the bathroom.
Sorry, how dirty are your friends? There's poop on the toilet seat.
No, not even my friends, just people in general. Like I have a phobia
Public
of bathrooms.
bathroom.
Like phobia of bathrums, and oddly enough, like sitting in a seat after somebody because the seat is warm.
Oh, I hate that.
Somebody.
No.
Yes. So when you're like, this is a warm butt.
No.
I don't mind it.
Warm toilet seat is that.
Even the chair, like if y'all would get up from that chair,
It's
and
like
I know you would go.
butt.
So what's funny is when y'all
Bacteria
switched
butt.
chairs just now, I was like, I wonder if you can feel Josh's warm butt on that seat because my mind is like, I don't want to sit down.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I get that.
Can I say something too? Like, don't ever tell me when if you use a public restroom, because it'll lock in my head. There is one public restroom that CJ might have used, and now every time I walk by that place, I take a picture and send it. And I go, remember this where you?
Oh yeah. It's the bathroom in Palm Springs.
I've actually gone into the bathroom and taken a picture of the toilet and sent it to him. And like, hey, I'm in the bathroom.
I love that.
Are there?
No.
It was at the grand opening of West Elm in Palm Springs. So it was a brand new bathroom.
But so are there other bathrooms
so
that you're?
every time I walk by West Elm, I go inside and take a picture of the toilet and text it to him.
And he took a selfie in front of the toilet.
And I write the scene of the crime and send it to him.
Oh my God! You're poop shaming.
Makes me so happy.
Is that where Mark washed his underwear?
No. Do you have to bring that up?
Oh my God.
Every time.
I will tell you, for me, there's some public bathrooms I'm okay with, but like an airport, if you're using
they're the worst.
If you're using a stall in the airport, there's something bad. Like there's an emergency.
None of this bothers me. Bathrooms don't bother me.
The bathroom at the airport?
Most disgusting.
Oh, funny story. Why you bringing up the bathroom? I went to a show with Ross. He was filming. He's mic'd, and so they're like, cut, all right, break, everybody go break. So Ross goes in the bathroom, and I'm on the set, and I can hear Ross going to the bathroom.
No.
And I have to run, so I run from the set and tap Ross. I was like,
You're right.
Yeah.
peeing.
Yeah, I was peeing. But that must happen all the time. That doesn't bother me one bit. It's like when you wear a microphone all day, there must be hours of me peeing.
I can't wait to hear that.
But it's so loud. We're like all sitting on the set, like it's 20 people.
Wait, hold on. You can hear the pee over the speakers?
Oh, I hear him walking into the bathroom.
What was my reaction when you told me? I was like, I don't care.
I wouldn't care.
I don't care.
I poop in public restrooms constantly, and I never use the little seat cover.
Wait. So many things wrong with that.
First of all, germs can penetrate that stupid thing. And if you're sitting on if you're putting a seat cover on a wet toilet seat, like you have no business being on that toilet seat anyway.
Wow. But why do you say you use them constantly? That makes it sound like you're seeking them out.
I'm sure. Can you imagine?
I have a fetish for public restrooms.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I do a lot of masturbating on them. So.
Ew. Willie, so
I had to take it there, you guys.
Willie, so what is your phobia?
Too soon, but too late.
Too late, yeah.
No, my phobia would be speaking of public restrooms or any kind of restroom where there's a hand towel and I know that it's wet. I don't want to touch it. I like feel that like zoom in on the towel, zoom in on my face, zoom in on the towel. And there's like the hair on it, and I'm like, nope.
Stop it!
Touching a wet door handle when you don't know why it's wet is like the end of my life.
Okay,
Band-Aids in the shower.
Nikki, I have two questions for you. I have an either or for you, Nikki. Either using Mark's toothbrush, okay, or licking Mark's toilet. Okay, one or the other.
Disgusting.
Okay, put his wet toothbrush in your mouth.
Oh my God!
Or lick Mark's toilet.
Oh God!
I'll tell you this. I will replace toilet with taking his pee bottle uncleaned, filling it up with water and drinking it.
Okay, I mean, as much shit that comes out of Mark's mouth, it's probably cleaner than his butthole. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'd take the wet toothbrush before I drink his pee bottle water.
Toothbrush. Yeah.
Toothbrush.
Right.
Oh God.
I've been wanting to ask her for years. This is my opening.
Where is Mark, by the way? Where is Mark?
Where's Mark? I don't know. Have you seen him?
Okay. Next question. Next question. What's something you do the old-fashioned way?
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Like I watch TV with no DVR. I have the commercials. I don't tape any shows.
Oh, really?
And I thoroughly enjoy it because it lets me get up. I wash the dishes. I go to the bathroom. I do things during the commercials, and I kind of enjoy the commercials sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's very old-fashioned to me.
I do something very specifically old-fashioned. I listen to AM radio a
You
lot.
do?
Oh, it's great. Yeah. That's a good one, yeah.
What do you listen to on AM
I
radio?
listen to KNX, an AM news radio here in LA, or I listen to KFI 640. That's where I listen to my program, George Nouri, every night.
Yeah.
And sometimes I listen to like a KBRC, that's a Mount Vernon radio station where I'm from, to get like the local updates and things. I love AM radio.
That's awesome.
I do too.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Josh?
Yeah. For me, it's books. I don't like the Kindle. I don't like my iPad. I like to feel the book.
Me too.
I like to turn the page.
Absolutely, yeah.
I hate the Kindle.
I do.
By the way,
I love a
just
real
laughing
book.
because I'm picturing Josh reading. Really?
I can see him reading.
What are you reading?
Words on a page.
Tiffany
right now I'm
Haddish.
reading a book called Guns, Germs, and Steel.
Look at that.
Oh,
which is a great book.
That's a great title.
It's a great history book, but that's what I'm reading right now.
I'm reading Katie Tur's book from NBC. She's the one that covered Trump, but I don't read the books. I just download them on my iPad. I read them on my phone.
I like a book too, Josh.
I like a book.
Yeah.
No, I like reading it on my phone. It's
You
always
sure
there.
do read on your phone.
I read them on my phone. By the phone.
Yeah.
Nikki?
Do you read on your phone?
Nikki.
Little stupid things like I have a really old refrigerator, and so I still use the ice trays, like where you go and you put the old-fashioned ice cube trays. Yeah, I still use those.
Do you heat the ice cubes up in a pan or in a microwave?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. My old ears couldn't pick up your sarcastic, shitty tone.
So awful.
No, and sometimes I'll wash a dish and put it like on a little towel next to the...
I do that.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't always use the dishwasher. So like
me either.
old lady things.
Yeah, I do that.
I like that. All right, Jeff, CJ, and then we have to...
Old fashioned. Doggy style?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Really? That's an old fashioned. Oh, okay.
Is that old fashioned?
Balls out. Teabag.
Oh, I had 3 more.
Balls deep.
With fancy, they'll have to wait until next time.
Okay, balls
because right
deep.
now it's time to go over to Mr. Doggy Style himself. It's time for the blackness.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love this. I love the blackness.
Oh, it's Capricorn season, and I just want to shout out. Oh, can you Google Sade? Nothing can come between us, because I would just like to shout out my queen, Sade.
Yes.
Yesterday was her birthday, and it's none of you young whippersnappers. Is that what they call them, whippersnappers?
Yep.
You need to get into some Sade into your life and understand heartbreak, and this is good. Nothing comes between us. It's a good groove. It's when your mom and daddy was still together kind of music.
CJ, right? Such a good description.
Yeah.
But nothing can come between us.
Nikki, is this you?
Is this you, Nikki?
No, Sally Parton.
So I just wanted to shout out Sade, but I also want to shout out Aaliyah too, whose birthday was yesterday. And I always think about Aaliyah passing on that plane. A good friend of mine was on that plane as well too.
Wow.
He just randomly got booked in place of her usual makeup artist and went to do her makeup, and so I always think about him during this time. So yeah, just shout out to Leah and Sade, my queens, my good light-skinned queens.
Can I tell you that I do a podcast with Freddie Prinze Jr. called Prince and the Wolf?
Yeah.
And the other day he was like, "Did I ever tell you about those secret dates I went on with Aaliyah?" And I was like, "What?
What?
Wow.
I was like, "What?" And I said, "No, you haven't told me." He was like, "Well, maybe. Do we have enough time today?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got anytime you want to go." But when he said that, I had forgotten all about, and I went back and listened to some of her music. It's killer.
Rock the
Yeah.
boat.
Oh, yeah. Rock the boat is
Love Rock the Boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you, CJ. Thank you so much. Joshua, thank you for being here. Could I twist your arm and get you to stay for the next episode this week, too?
When is that?
Tomorrow.
It's comes out.
Yeah.
It's going to be
it's
real
next week.
easy for you to listen, to record it.
Yeah.
Because if these listeners haven't figured out, we do 2 back-to-back.
I was trying to get you to say that.
That was so funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Pull back the curtain. The only thing back here is Nikki's bleached butthole, so don't worry about it. All right.
Wait, what?
So sorry I brought that up.
Joshua Wolf.
Yes.
People can find you at Josh
Wolf Comedy, comedianjoshwolf.com for tour dates. I will tell you that the Straight Talkers still show up to my shows.
Of course they do.
It's so amazing.
Loyal.
They say kiss, kiss
Love
in
the
the
Straight
meet and greet line.
Yeah.
So I love seeing you guys out there.
When someone says kiss, kiss, you know right away they're straight talking.
100%.
That is the code. You know, if you run into another, if you just, what I recommend to people listening now is just, whether in your Target or Mace, anywhere you are in public, just say kiss, kiss to somebody next to you.
Get giveaway.
And see what they say back.
It's also code in Instagram, like when people direct message me.
Do it everywhere.
Yeah, in direct message, like I don't know if they're straight talkers, and they'll go kiss, kiss them. Oh, it's a straight talker.
Yeah.
So it
People
also
come up
works
to-
in the online.
People will come to me at dinner, and I'll be eating, and I'll do like this, and people walk by and they'll just go, kiss, kiss. As they walk by.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I grab them and pull them back in.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
And then my wife's movie. January 19th. Go see it.
Forever
Go see
My
it. Forever My Girl.
Yeah, and it's important to go this weekend because this weekend is when
Yes.
it bangs the drum and you want to get on that list and all that stuff, So go this weekend. I know people are like, oh, well, no, I'll watch it on DVR.
No, go. And it's a great movie to
Hey,
see in the theater.
That's what we should do old-fashioned.
Yeah.
You should go buy a ticket to a movie and go to the theater.
It's a great one.
So,
Theater.
Great theater.
The theater.
Forever My Girl. Bethany Ashton Wolf. Proud of her. If you want to follow Nikki Boyer, she's Nikki Boyer on Twitter and Nikki BTV on Insta.
Yeah.
NikkiBoyer.com. That's an Nikki. CJ is CJAYLYFE. On all social media. Fagsy is Fagsy Malone. FagsyMalone.com. Under the Bus with Fagsy's is podcast. And his other podcast, it's a gay podcast.
Wouldn't Josh be good under the bus?
Oh,
I think I should take him under the bus. I think it'd be funny.
I don't even know what that means.
Yep, do it.
Go do his podcast.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Would you?
Yeah, absolutely
Okay.
I would, yeah.
You can always find Willie on my literature on my face or Will Sterling _ right with me.
That's me.
Okay, great. And Josh, J-Rod could go all the way. He's a Josh _ Rodriguez _ Josh, thank you guys all in the booth for being here. Hey, listen, that game, I can promise you, we'll never play.
Yay!
But next episode, Josh Wolf will be here. The one and only Josh Wolf will grace us again with his presence. I have a couple fascinating stories of stuff going on in the news, stuff to talk about. You will not want to miss the next episode with Josh Wolf here. Thank you all so much. Lots going on.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Lots going on.
What?
Bye, everybody. Hold on, count us in again if you will, because they were no, don't worry. It was just a little. There's just a little. And he's putting his thing on, so count us in again. It's been a while since we've heard a certain noise around here. We haven't talked about poop on this show in a long time.
Is that what that noise is?
What is that?
I says pooping sound effects.
That's actually poop coming out of a butthole.
Listen.
Sounds like a mouse.
I'd like to talk to this person about their diet.
Yeah,
microphone is like.
Is it falling into a griddle? Like, why is it sizzling?
It doesn't sound like a fart or a poop coming out.
Let me see if I can do better. Hold on. See if I can find better. Oh God, just to hold the pants coming down.
The pants. There you go. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Let's see. I roll the dice with these.
It sounded like iron poops, though. It sounded like iron steel poops.
Awful.
No.
That was awful.
My man needs to chew his food.
No, but people have told me people have said we don't like when you talk about poop.
See, that's better. Was that a sound effect?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
So we are not going to. I made a point. I said I will not. Talk about poop on this show.
No,
you did. You made that decision.
Have you talked? Remember, we used to do number 2 tales.
I loved all those segments
where people could call in and talk about pooping their pants and things. We don't do that anymore.
But why not? Because I love those segments. I even wrote a theme song for one of them.
Did you write a theme song?
I wrote a theme song for poop. What was it? Remember?
Who's got a good poop story to share? A good true story if you should dare. About something that for some is taboo. But I like to talk about number 2. So are you ready? To share your story? Cause number 2 tales is coming to you.
Let's hear it, girl. Yeah.
I can't find that theme song, Faxi. I'm sorry.
I wish you could hear it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm so disappointed in that.
But I made a vow. I said no more. The people speak. I'm not doing it. I won't Google fart sound effects. I won't do it.
I'm proud of you. You've really learned.
Thank you.
You take what the people say, and you listen.
Did the people really say they didn't like talking about poop? Who are these people?
I read them all. And I said, never again will you hear a fart sound effect on my program. No, it's not my fault that the news then. I turn on the news, there's poop stories everywhere.
Yeah.
How am I supposed Nikki, you see them?
Trending. It's just trending. Poop stories are trending.
And I look at what's going on in the world.
Nikki be pooping.
I said, how am I not supposed to do this? How am I hear the people. Yeah. I hear what they want. But the world is telling me something else.
Ross, I love this
is timing out so well. Like some of those are hitting hard.
Those are really good. I love it so much.
So
I think what's so hard about this is that I just picture, when I hear those noises, I just picture Mark pooping.
No.
Like,
no, I don't.
Oh, no, you don't, because he's never talked about pooping on the show.
Never.
Ugh.
And so I've decided if I hear the people, but I hear the universe as well. All right?
Oh.
What do you do?
Oh, that one
You have to listen to it.
The world is telling you.
Yes.
Yeah, I love him so much.
All right. Yeah. And so what I turned my ear to the heavens. I said, tell me what to do.
I love it so much.
And you have to listen. Yes. You know, when the universe whispers and tells you what to do.
Wait.
What?
Is it, how many farts, like, is this 5 minutes of fart sound effects?
Don't you worry, you fucking little face.
Oh my God.
All right. I know it sounds like a whole lot of hot air.
Okay, come on.
But we have to do this. So
it stinks in the room. Like, I can smell it.
The prayer word of the day is.
Where's prayer?
Straight talk on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Straight talk.
He's the gay best friend you wish you had and know you need.
This is tough love, honey.
Now, here he is, Ross Mathews.
Give me some straight talk, and hold the sugar, please. Straight talk, sounds pretty sweet to me. Don't talk to me in circles.
Mambo jumbo jive.
Welcome
to the program. Lots to get to today. First, let's do a reach around. Nikki Boyer is in the hizzy. Sassy Malone is here. CJ is here in the booth. We have Wet William.
It's a real shitstorm in here.
Yay! And he could go all the way. J-Rod is in there.
What's up, everybody?
Good to see him. Back by popular demand. Joshua Wolf is here in the studio.
Hello.
The stool.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, the
studio.
I have confidence that you will be able to do the poop and fart puns for the entire show.
I don't know about that.
I love it.
I think you can do it.
Well, I am feeling a little cheeky. Let's see.
Keep track. Will you keep track of how many we get?
Listen. All right. So I'm so happy you guys are here. I really did. You know, I paid attention to the news. Everyone here, we're glued to it, right?
Yeah.
Glued to the CNN and everything. What's MSNBC? What's going on in the world, right? And I see on my phone, I see this story come across the wires. Beep 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 beep. And I said, what is this? And it's titled Poop Knife. Poop Knife.
Yep.
Poop knife?
Poop Knife. And there was a story on Reddit, and somebody wrote something, and they really opened up about something personal, and I wanted to run this by you, because have you ever had something that a way you did things in your family, and then when you grow up and go to college or grow up, friendships, adult friendships and relationships are like mirrors. They sort of show you like how the rest of how you do things compared to the rest of the world. So I remember like, oh, you don't just take all your whites and all your colored clothes and put them in the washer at once. You separate them. I didn't know that, right? You like learn little things. Well,
nuances.
This one, this is a Reddit user who writes, I was 22 years old when I learned that not every family has a poop knife.
I'm sorry, what?
My family poops big. Maybe it's
okay.
I think I know where this is going, and I love
it's maybe it's genetic, maybe it's our diet, but everyone births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It just lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you, they write. Now, I've never in my life, had something not go down. And I'm not talking about my dating life. Is this something that happens?
Okay,
I've been there a few times.
You've been there, Will. I'm proud of you.
Oh my God.
Okay, Fagsy.
I love this so much because when my sister, when I was younger, my sister pooed and left the poo in the toilet, and I called it a mile-long poo. So because she left it, I saw it, oh my God, it's a mile-long poo. So I went and got a butter knife and I cut it.
What?
And she was horrified.
What's happening?
Horrified. She's still scarred. She's scarred for life. Like we still talk about the mile-long poo.
Well,
so I'm like, they should invent a knife that cuts the poo.
Do you want to? Can I continue with this Reddit user and then you ask questions, or you want to ask questions?
I have a quick question.
Go for it, Joshua.
Butter knife, not that big. You didn't want to get something longer? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
You got to put to cut the poop. How close
The poop was sticking out of the toilet, Josh. It was a mile-long
She
poo.
needs to change her diet, God damn it.
Josh Marie.
I still would get something longer. A butter knife is only like
when it's up against the toilet, you can just go clunk.
Go on with the story. Go on with the story. I need to hear this. I side with Joshua. I would do a carving knife.
Yeah,
Thank you.
a little longer.
Let's continue with this Reddit story. They continue. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old, rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?"
Fuck out of here,
Mom, can you give me the poop knife?
They continue. I just thought it was a standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife.
Oh my God.
Fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. All right, hold on. They continue. You see where I'm going with this. I have to go. I poop really big in the toilet, and I yell out to my friend. I go, "Hey, can I use your poop knife?"
Oh my God!
22 years old, and my friend goes, "My what?" And I say, "Your poop knife.
Oh God!
I need to use it." And my friend says, "What's a poop knife?" Obviously, he has one, I think, but maybe he calls it by a different name. He starts giggling and then laughing, and then lots of people start laughing. It turns out it was a party. The music stopped, and everybody heard him. Asked for a poop knife, and
who is pooping at a party at somebody else's house? You invited the wrong person.
It turns out that the guy didn't have a poop knife, and nobody at the party knew what a poop knife was. It was just this writer's fucked up family with their fucked up bowels.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking.
He told this to his wife that night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she didn't know what a poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife that was hanging in the utility closet at this guy's family's house as a utility knife.
Oh, good Lord.
Every time she visited. And so I had questions about who has ever had any, and by the way, if you want to call and put the number up, guys, if you have any number 2 tails or anything to throw into this conversation, has anybody ever heard anything about this?
No.
I've never in my life.
It actually makes me mad because I'm like, if that fucked up stuff is going on with the toilet, what else is this jacked up family doing? Who cuts their poop to make it? First of all, what are they eating that makes their poop so big that it's a regular occurrence, but everyone needs a poop knife?
Well, it's the whole family that poops big. But it happens. A lot of people poop like that.
No.
I've seen them sticking out of toilets in the public bathroom.
That's unacceptable.
I think a poop knife is very smart, and I think it would be a great stocking stuffer at the holidays. What?
That's what they say. The family that poops together.
Wait.
Poop knives together.
Yeah.
Hey, can we have a caller? Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Scott from Ohio.
Scott from Ohio. Are you feeling flush? So, do you have a poop knife?
I don't have a poop knife, but I have a number 2 tail.
Okay. You have a number 2 tail. Well, let's hear it.
All right. So, in college, I worked at Cedar Point. It's a big amusement park in Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I had eaten Chinese food during break when I was working the ride. And I'm in college, and I have to drive home because I have class on Monday and Sunday night. And I stop at Arby's, and I'm like, all right, I'm a little hungry. So I'm on the way home. It's a 2-hour drive. On the turnpike, I farted, and I shit myself.
Oh.
Okay.
In the car. How far from an exit were you? So, like, my question is, how long did you have to sit in it till you could get off the freeway? I think that's a fair question.
Yeah, I have a follow-up for that one.
Well, it was the beginning of the 2 hours, and so it was a solid 2 hours, and I thought, well, what do I do? Do I get off somewhere? It's late at night, it's like midnight. Where do I go? So,
can I ask you one more question real quick?
Ride it out.
Is it leather or cloth seats?
Thank you.
That's a good question.
Leather.
Phew! Because you would have to get rid of the fucking car.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm in a jumpsuit.
So so let me ask you a question. You're sitting in it, deciding what to do, and I imagine that takes a second. Now, does it stay warm, or does it start to cool down?
Yeah. Good question.
No, it stayed warm, and then I had to decide: do I it's October, so it's the end of the season, and it's cold out. Do I drive 2 hours with the windows down?
No.
Freeze? And then what happens when I get to the toll booth?
So what did you do? I need to know what you did.
I rolled down those windows a good 30 minutes before the toll booth, and I buzzed through, paid my tolls, got home, and took care of business.
I'm so sorry.
That's not what I would have done.
So I just need to clarify something. You sat in it for 2 hours.
Yeah, because it was midnight, and I was on the turnpike. What was I? I mean, I guess I could have got off somewhere at a restaurant, but then what do you do?
Lock him in on sit in it for 2 hours. Thank you. What I would have done.
Yeah.
I would, and we can go around the room here. I would have pulled over.
Yep.
Cleaned myself off with whatever I had, and even driven home with no bottoms on.
100% what I would have done.
That's exactly right.
I would have found a bathroom. I would have stuck my ass in the sink. I would have thrown out. I would have thrown out the pants. I would have thrown out the underwear. I might have kept my socks and shoes on because I was in a public bathroom, and I would have thrown those out. I would have washed it up in the sink, and I would have the guy at the toll booth. I might even, if he had said something to me, I'd been like, "Hey, man,
nope.
I shit myself."
I would have too. I would have just been honest. I shit my pants.
Yeah.
Here's your toll.
Another caller. Caller, are you there? What would you have done if you would pooped your pants? I would have washed it out of the sink, taken it home, and look at it. All right, thank you so much, caller. Thank you.
I love it. I love that. He should be a regular caller.
Yeah.
Mark in Torrance. All right.
Torrance.
So I see the poop knife story, and what I tell you, the world, the universe, I put my ear up to the heavens, and what did it tell me? Yes. So I said, all of a sudden, there's another poop story. I cannot believe what I'm seeing, but I am seeing it. And I'm...
It's a dirty business. Some crimes are dirtier than others. A Hillcrest homeowner is calling out police after catching a jogger defecating in her driveway.
New tonight at 10, KRK4's Victoria Price spoke with a woman trying to flush this guy out of her neighborhood, Victoria.
Yeah, and guys, this is not just a one-time thing. Whoever this guy is in the surveillance video, he's apparently made a habit of doing this all along his running route. Know if this is just a gross prank or something maybe a bit more concerning, but if it is a joke, I'll tell you what, these neighbors are not laughing.
I thought that is the most bizarre thing I ever.
Tiffany Matzela had barely set off for breakfast Saturday morning.
As I came around to get in the passenger side of the vehicle,
when she quickly lost her appetite,
I noticed a huge pile of feces.
Assuming a big dog and irresponsible owner were to blame, she and her fiance went back to look at their security cameras.
When we did, we found out it was not a dog, it was a person that had been jogging down the street who had run up, come in between the cars, and then defecated in between the cars and ran away.
So she posted on nextdoor.com asking for the poopatrator to come and clean it up.
Accidents happen.
The mess remained, but still Tiffany went about her business.
Tiffany.
That is until she tried to leave for work on Wednesday.
I reached for my door handle and I actually reached and grabbed it and touched it.
A soiled piece of paper towel tucked up inside her car door handle.
Oh,
no.
Wait, the person who pooped also stuck the...
This is a different day. Wiped with paper and then stuck it on her door handle so when she went to open her door.
To show the same jogger who got down and dirty in her driveway days earlier. Tiffany once again took to social media.
The neighborhood's calling him bandit.
Since then, a number of her Hillcrest neighbors have come out claiming that they too are victims of the bandit.
Hold on, I love it. The neighborhood's calling him the shit man.
Yeah. One even go bandit. Since then, a number of footage appears to show the same jogger who got down and dirty in her driveway days earlier. Tiffany once again took to social media.
The neighborhood's calling him bandit.
Since then, a number of her Hillcrest neighbors have come out claiming that they too are victims of the bandit. One even going so far as to writing a letter to the man he thinks is responsible.
The thing that was really concerning is, you know, that it is a pattern.
Tiffany has since notified the police because stopping the number 2 in her driveway.
I hope they do find him. And I do hope that he finds some help.
Well, that's her number 1.
Some help.
Criminal mischief report has been filed, and Little police assure me that they
So when you guys ask me where Mark is.
Yeah.
He's taking up jogging.
I have to tell you, if somebody pooped, wiped, and put it on my door handle,
what would you do?
And I ever found out who that person was,
what would you do?
I for sure would not go to the police. I will tell you that right now.
What would you do?
There would be no police involved.
Really?
What would you do, though? Would you go confront or would you poop on their lawn?
There would be a laundry list of things.
Yeah.
But confront would be at the top of that list.
I would give them a ribbon, and on that ribbon it would say "World's Shittiest Neighbor."
Oh my God!
When we come back,
wow,
we can do what the people want. Couple number 2 tails if people want to call in, or we can do he said if people want that. We can do whatever people want. We also have your email of the week, Nikki B Trending, Free Willy, and maybe some more balls deep if we have time for it. Hey, much more shitty program when we come back.
Yeah.
Running low, I tell you it ain't funny. No, I need to get up, rising out of this mess. Oh, get out of this trap and be my best, my best, my best. So baby, put on my track.
Here we go.
You're listening to Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
And welcome back to the program.
The show's going down the toilet.
Oh, what is that? What's that? People are calling
That's somebody
in.
calling in
All
for
right,
your
people love
excitement.
us. Don't worry about that. Hey, you know when I said that people had really been writing about don't talk about poop, we hate poop. Their leader is CJ. His face the whole time. I tell you, he told me I don't like when you do poop, and I know you don't like, but I had to do it.
Don't talk
I'm
about
not
poop,
engaging in
baby.
this foolishness.
Well, we're done. We're done with it now.
Beautiful.
Except one thing. You know, CJ and I went on vacation to Puerto Vallarta for the holidays, before the holidays, and
Nikki, did you go?
Oh, no, I wasn't.
She was in Cabo.
She was in Cabo.
So we were in Puerto Vallarta, though, and I cannot believe we haven't talked about this yet. In the whole remember we did a whole recap of our Mexican vacation.
Right.
Well, one thing we didn't talk about, and
What?
I cannot believe it.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
While we were in
think I know.
Mexico, CJ saw something.
Oh.
Do you remember when I confessed during a number 2 time that one time in Puerto Vallarta I had diarrhea at the strip club?
One of my favorite stories. Yeah.
And it's in this rickety, like it is, like upstairs. There's like an attendant standing there, like who's like a stripper wannabe.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, and there's like a trough for the urinal, and like it's a rickety door, and I just had to. Well, CJ and I went to that strip club.
Oh.
And after maybe a tequila and a half, I go, hey, come with me.
Well, I had to pull the big booty stripper off of my lap, and then he had to drag me out.
I said, come with me. He goes, where are we going? I go, no, just come with me, come with me. So you have to go upstairs 2 stories. And I walk him and I go, look.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is this? I go, this is where I shit in the strip club.
Where it happened.
So dumb.
I love it.
So
That's
dumb.
friendship, right?
Scene of the crime.
That's friendship.
Yeah.
Shit there.
What was that like? Your trip to the strip club in Puerto Vallarta?
What?
What was the strip club?
I've never been. Welcome back to the program. Lots to talk about today.
Stupid.
It's our email of the week. If I ever go, I'll write a full report.
I appreciate it.
Such a thrill. I'm weak in the knees to be Ross Mathews.
What?
Email of the week.
Okay. Hey, if you want to be my email of the week, you can email me, ross@straighttalkwithross.com. You might just hear your email on the air like this person who prefers to stay anonymous. Hi, Straight Talk with Ross family.
Piercing. Anonymous.
I just wanted to reach out and say a dearest thank you. I am a gay college student in rural North Carolina, and boy, is it a struggle. I'm fighting to put myself through college after my family decided to disown me for my sexual orientation. I've grown up all my life struggling with the idea of being a gay male. I'm in my sophomore year of college, and I feel like my entire world is falling apart. I am about to be evicted from my apartment. I'm struggling to pass my classes, and I just spent Christmas Day working at my full-time job. I never in a million years thought my life would come to this. If it wasn't for Straight Talk, I wouldn't be where I am today. I owe you all a thank you. Thank you for being my ray of sunshine in what seems to be some of the darkest days of my life. Thank you for letting me cackle with you when I don't have much else to cackle about. And thank you for showing me that it is okay to be who you truly are, because I think I needed that the most. I'm also struggling with my weight, girl, and seeing your journey, Roz, makes me want to get my health under control. You are truly amazing people, and I'm not sure if you know how important this podcast is to those around the country. Kish, kish the world. I'll just insert that. Thank you for saving my life with laughter. Kiss, kiss. I'll tell you this, Anonymous. I see your name. I see you, and I know who you are, and we've all been there in the times when it just feels like the bottom can't drop out anymore. And I'm not going to play that music in here because I really mean what I'm going to say, right? Have we all been there?
Yep. Absolutely.
And everybody will go through those kind of times. And I promise you, and I've said it before, you will never value the good stuff if you don't know what the bottom feels like, honey.
Yeah.
So just know that TikTok, this is your time to be there, but you don't have to live in that darkness, okay? And you, I would argue, are climbing the ladder to the light, honey. All right, you are coming to terms with who you are. You are taking on a lot, but you are in college. You are working. Like, you are not a mess, all right? You are on the ladder to happiness. You just got to put in the work.
Can I ask a question about about coming out.
Yeesh. Wait, here's the place to do it.
Oh, there you go.
All right, everybody, play the music.
We're here for you, Josh.
Is coming out is generally the experience in your brain way worse than the actual coming out? Do you know what I'm asking? Like, do you build it up that it's gonna be so bad, and then it happens where you're like, it actually wasn't? Right. Is that more common than not?
My experience was that, but I've also known many people who never thought that they would be disowned by their family.
Absolutely.
Really?
So it's way worse as often as it's way better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, even in 2018.
Yeah,
Right?
I will tell you, and all my kids, and Jacob went to high school here in California, and I remember asking him around his junior and senior year about race issues and sexual, and he was like, it's not even an issue for us. And when I asked him about it, he was like, it's not even something that we discuss because it's not a thing. Now, that's probably kind of unique to California,
A little bit, yeah.
but I had, in my lifetime, I don't know if I ever thought that I would hear someone say that. Where as a kid, say it's not even an issue to us in our schools.
Great.
It's pretty amazing.
Parents are smart too. I think parents know. Mine did. When I came out, they said we knew. We were just waiting.
Really?
So I think parents are smart.
What was your name, Fagsy?
It sure was.
Yeah. So when they name you Fagsy, that's.
But you know what? Let me just go back to that email.
Yeah.
Let me go back to that email. This is why I know I'm here. Is for these kind of emails. This is the reason for this show. I wish I had a show like this when I was in high school and I was being bullied and I was in the closet. I can't. It's probably just an amazing thing to have this outlet. So,
why? What does this provide? What does this
Oh my
provide?
God, are you serious? This is us being openly gay.
Yeah. When I was growing up, like I would look out the window and think, is there anybody like me in the world? Am I so? Because we weren't on TV.
Right.
Kids have a little.
Yeah.
But that's sort of what has always driven me and drives this show as well. So
I love that email of the week.
Yeah, it was great.
Great email.
Love it.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm getting choked up over here.
Stories I'm sending out to all my peeps.
It's time for Nikki B trending.
Well, funny enough, we have some riddles today.
Oh my God.
Put your thinking caps on.
Buckle it down.
Put your thinking caps on, straight talkers.
Okay.
Kiss and riddle diddle mumbo jive.
Do you want to sit up here for that?
Overdrive.
No.
It's time for Nikki
Wait,
Riddle
ready?
of the week. Kiss.
Yeah.
Should I do that
You do
again?
it, Josh.
Can you guys turn my computer up? Because I have it all the way, but that still didn't seem very loud.
I can barely hear it.
It's that time again for a Nikki Riddle. Put your thinking caps on, straight talkers.
I got it.
Yep.
Oh, I was in it. Okay.
CJ.
So put on your thinking caps,
Listen,
like Fagsy
sorry,
said.
there is a limit to how many theme songs we can hear in one song. Another one in the
Yeah.
Another one.
See, this is the one I love.
Figure it out, bish. Another riddle that stump you. And another one. And another one. Riddle,
Nikki,
I know
Trying.
what
Okay,
is what, but I don't know what is what. They don't what, but they don't know what is what. They don't know, but they don't know what is what.
I love that in the background. They don't know.
What the?
Nikki!
Okay. So let's go over.
It's all the time we have.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That made me.
Every week. Every week.
So good.
Okay, Nikki, go.
Okay. Sorry I'm so long-winded with this. So idioms and riddles, I love them. And a lot of people have been tweeting me like, why do you love idioms? I just love the way your brain has to work. I love that you take a common phrase and there's a different meaning. And there's actually 25,000.
Spit it out.
Yeah, totally. Thank you. She has all the answers.
I'm just saying what an idiom is because a lot of people.
Speaking of idioms.
Jesus. How many times have we played this thing?
Wait, who is snoring? Who is snoring? It sounded like me, and then I was like,
I love that that's the segment.
Oh my God.
guys, tweet me, Facebook me.
Thank you, Nikki. That was wonderful.
Nikki, okay, so, all right, come on, you idiot.
This phrase originates back into the Middle Ages. Today, it means to get out. Oh God, I haven't read this. Okay, this means to get out of something that is usually means finding like sort of a legal technicality that allows a person to evade compliance. Okay,
Loophole.
so that's
Loophole.
Were you snoring?
No, I'm smart.
I was snoring.
He was snoring.
Oh, that was you.
So what's
Okay.
this? What's this?
It's a loophole. So around 476 AD, this term used to refer to a small slit-like opening in a castle that men would
Don't.
fire their bows through.
No.
And this tiny opening allowed men
I don't know
to
from
gain...
small slits.
I was waiting.
It's a loophole.
It's called a loophole.
If you don't know
what
what Google it.
What's the next one?
Yeah.
This is a phrase we hear a lot when adults are speaking to children. Now, this is
Shut the fuck up.
right?
No,
My house.
yeah, that was my
This is
parents.
the term that has come to signify that you're watching what you're doing or saying. This one dates back to a time when local taverns served their patrons drinks by the quart and the pint. The barmaids had to keep an eye on the customers and, pay attention to what they were drinking.
Hot pint.
They had to be...
Pint.
Oh, that's cute. No, not Little House on the Prairie. They used to be mindful of who was drinking the pints and who was drinking the quarts. Thus, this term came to be known as
Mind your P's and Q's.
minding your P's and Q's.
Oh my God.
Pints and quarts, which I had no idea it came from that.
Wow.
Don't worry, I only have one more.
That was a good one.
These riddles, or am I just talking out loud like an idiot?
No, these are great.
Like an idiom.
Yeah, like
I'm always
But
an idiot.
you're getting them right, so you're not that bit of an idiot.
Okay, go.
Apparently, in the days before Clearasil, ladies would use a thin layer of this product to smooth their complexion where they had severe acne. Back in the day, if a lady looked too long or stared at another woman's face, they would say this phrase, which had a literal meaning. Today, we use this phrase for sort of the same reason. What is this phrase?
I actually know what this is.
You do?
Yeah,
This
because
one's
I used to put beeswax on your face.
Mind your own beeswax. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, I thought it was like, what's your ass? Why your ass face?
Yeah,
Why
I
you
was
got
thinking
an
that's
ass
a
face?
common saying too.
Why you got an ass face, bitch?
Yeah, I think that's from 14 AD also. I think that, yeah.
Mind your own beeswax. Stop looking at my beeswax and mind your own beeswax.
Why you got an ass face for, bitch?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Why you wear a girl hat for?
Exactly. I want that on a t-shirt. Anyway, that was fucking riveting.
Yeah.
Time again for a Nikki riddle. Put your thinking caps on, straight talkers.
Okay.
Kiss, kiss, and riddle, diddle, mumbo jive. Your brain will be in overdrive. It's time for Nikki riddle of the week. Kiss, kiss, and good luck.
Great work, Nikki.
Really happy we did that segment.
No, that was fun.
That was fun.
It really
I
was.
love these.
And it was
I love
interesting.
We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Nikki.
Yeah, I love it.
You
No,
are.
Nikki
I'm not.
Marie.
Yeah, you are.
Are you going to take my pay away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Fagsy, you get Nikki's quarter now. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I got a question, Ross.
Yeah, what?
What's happening on this is Monday? What's happening on Thursday?
Drag Race
There you
is
go.
I
premiering.
was going to ask you. Yeah, thank you. That's great.
Yes, January 25th, it's All-Star Season 3
That's
of
exciting.
Drag Race is premiering. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Great.
CJ was there just about every week.
Oh, it's so
with
good.
me. It's
Is
so
it good?
Did you
So
forget that it was
good.
premiering? Because you have so many awesome things going
No,
on.
I knew it was premiering.
You did.
Yeah, I just forgot when this episode was airing. I was also distracted because do you guys look up? Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if it's a bird or is it a plane or it's Willie on my lips, which are on my face.
Hi.
Hi, it's time to get wet.
Okay, so you guys know how much I love Rocky, right? That's my favorite movie of all time. Favorite franchise. How much I love Creed.
Not Rocky Dennis, Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, Mask. That's my
That
number
is
two one. Not
funny,
Jim
Josh.
Carrey, but yeah.
Rocky Dennis.
That was my
Yeah.
That was my Rocky Balboa.
Oh.
Good job.
All
I
right,
guess
that's
you.
cute.
I'm gonna hit some meat.
Well, I
Oh my
bet
God.
you've said that before.
Oh, beautiful.
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, favorite franchise, but Creed was amazing, and I thought one of the better of the films. And Stallone wrote the sequel,
Creed?
and he was attached to direct it, and it's about Apollo Creed fighting Ivan Drago's son, for anybody who knows. However, I thought the thing that made Creed great was that Ryan Coogler wrote and directed it, and gave an authentic voice to Adonis Creed, who's part of the black community. Obviously, something more authentic than what Stallone can do. So Stallone stepped down as a director, and they hired Stephen Caple Jr. to direct it. And Cheo Hadari Coker is also co-writing with him to preserve the fact that it's
super lost in what's happening right
So,
now.
okay, are you,
I'm with you.
I'm
I'm
saying
with you.
it's a movie that Stallone got out of the way to give voice to
Yeah.
people who are in the black community, so he's not the one directing and writing everything and leading it. And I thought that was a good move because
that is very good.
yeah. Anyway.
I love
Give
that.
him voice.
But no, but CJ does the blackness.
Well, not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is great. So what? So what? So who knows?
Just go watch it. Just go see it. Just go watch it.
Sylvester Stallone is a Rocky.
Yes, correct.
I'm there.
Correct.
And then Creed is another movie
Yes.
that is about Rocky.
Yeah, well.
There's a new Rocky.
There's a new Creed 2.
Yeah, that's right.
And Creed 2, Sylvester Stallone was going to do it, but he said no because I'm going to let a.
He co-wrote it
Uh-huh.
with somebody. His co-writer is a black man.
Got it.
And he stepped down as director so they could hire a black director.
This is great to sort of tell that story because he
Correct.
goes, you know how to tell that story better than I do.
Right.
Great.
Yes.
Sorry, I just was confused a little bit.
Maybe
but that's fantastic.
spoke too fast.
No. That's great. Good.
You
Okay,
got
bye.
us.
That's great. And we're praising that. Listen, I think it's great when some people who've done it all can sort of step aside and say, hey, you take the head of the reins now.
Right.
Yeah. Which is why Cookie Olafante is going to be hosting this show next week for me. I love Cookie.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Okay.
Wait, what was that about?
Because Willie kissed me.
It's funny.
Nothing's firing right today.
It's so
Like,
dumb.
Remember when Willie kissed me, everybody? Remember?
This show was going good till Nikki B. Trending started.
Nikki, I want you to really hear something. My favorite thing about what you do on this show with Nikki B. Trending is that you allow us to. You make every other part of the show look better. You know, you really allow us to go there. And by there, I mean low.
I mean, someone's got to be the bottom of the pyramid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love your idioms. I love your riddles. Don't
I do
even.
too.
And
Me
we're-
too.
Me too.
And they're
Nikki.
funny.
And we're not even feeding you shit here, honey.
Yeah.
The show's, it's all about shitting on each other.
Happy
and
birthday,
laughing
Nikki.
Did I miss it again?
I'm just being safe. Yeah, I don't know what was saying.
You'd like to celebrate the guy that opens the fucking door here. We don't celebrate my birthday.
When's your birthday?
July 22nd.
Yeah, I know. July 22nd.
It was so sweet when Salvador sent me flowers this year.
Trisha, put that on the calendar. No, I did that. I sent the flowers. Remember, I made a whole thing about it.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I think I did.
Oh my God.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think it sounds familiar.
Sounds like something you would have done.
What'd the card say?
The card said, so happy you're not dead.
Is that what it said?
Happy birthday.
that
Yeah,
what it
so
said?
happy you're not dead.
Is that what I said?
Yes.
That sounds like me.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You sound so happy you were born. You're my soulmate. See you in Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, not from me. Actually, check the address on that, 'cause I don't think that's for you.
We were sending that to CJ. So I don't know how you got that.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, this is a shit show.
Listen, people, what a program. We've done it again. Thank you so much for listening. I think I'm ending the show early, but we ran out of stuff.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Can I ask?
Was I supposed to do another break?
No, that's
Technically, but I can make it work.
I wanted to
Hold
ask
on.
you something.
Fagsy, do you have a quick ball?
Have you-
Hold
yeah.
on. But guess what? We're not done yet.
Wait, let's take a break before.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, break.
Ta-da,
Fuck.
Now, back to Straight Talk with Ross Mathews.
Pretending he's inside
My baby.
Bella Biscotti with Fagsy Malone.
That's Casey Kasem. Yeah, I know. I was there when the Casey Kasem started, and I have to tell you, it's getting better.
Yeah, I've been sick.
Oh,
So that really helps.
oh, it's
Oh, yeah,
that's
there
a
you
good
go.
one. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And
I know.
Fagsy?
Yeah.
Didn't you have something? I specifically am still doing this program. So we can do a balls deep.
Great. Yeah, I still have questions.
It's time to go deep. Balls deep with Fagsy. I want to know more, so let your balls out. Teabagging fun time. It's time for Balls Deep with Fagsy.
Fagsy.
Yeah, okay, first of all, have you seen the billboards for the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see what the slug line said? I just saw the billboard. It says, wait for the climax.
Oh.
I couldn't believe that was allowed on a billboard. You know, I worked at a car shop one time that was called Climax in West Hollywood, and they made me answer the phone. You reached climax. Isn't that cute?
Wait,
all right.
Is that why we came back?
Yeah, that's why we came
No,
back.
no, no. I was curious to know. Nikki, it leads into my balls deep.
That was rude.
By the way, I
thought that
told
was.
you she's a bitch. I told you all.
Whoa. And no one here is supporting me on my wonderful little topic that I brought up. Thanks a lot, Nikki Marie. All right, listen to me. This is my question. What movie best describes your life?
Oh, Pretty Woman.
Okay.
No, Straight Talk.
Okay.
From a small town. I'm just a country girl from a small town, but I made it big with the microphone.
God, I love it. I want to rewatch that soon.
What movie best describes my life?
Mine is He's Just Not That Into You.
Stop it.
Aww. I'm still single.
Yeah, but you've been having sex.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you say that with contempt? We're happy for him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. Okay. That's a long, sordid story, very layered.
Yeah.
What movie best describes your life, Josh?
I have no...
Forever My Girl.
Forever My Girl.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Forever My
I was
Girl.
thinking that too.
In theaters now.
Yeah.
Nikki?
Monster? That movie Monster?
Monster. Okay.
Jesus.
You've never been... No.
Oh,
stop it.
CJ?
Sex in the City on a beer budget.
Oh, okay. Willie?
Yeah.
A lot. A lot of movies.
Okay.
Oh.
Good answer.
I don't know.
Rocky?
Oh my God! This show. Okay, I know we don't have a lot of time, so can I just get to the next one?
Yes.
What song? Oh no! What song or artist do you like but rarely admit to liking?
Yes, I have one.
Okay,
This is a good one.
Okay, Nikki, go.
No, you go first, baby.
Well, no, mine's silly. I mean, it's like I'll listen to Debbie Gibson.
Oh.
I love a good Debbie Gibson song.
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Only in my dreams.
She's been on the podcast. We should get her
She
back.
has?
we should
Yeah,
get her
I
back.
love Debbie Gibson.
I was on one of the original Chelsea. Remember they used to have a celebrity on the panel?
Yeah.
And I think I either did it with Debbie Gibson or Tiffany. I can't remember which one, but I know they were both. Remember we used to have
It'd be like two comedians and a celebrity.
or it was like a comedian, Ken Baker.
Yeah.
And then a celebrity. And I remember the first time I was on, you know the celebrity I was on with? Kim Coles.
Wow, Kim Coles is funny.
Oh, she's funny. Yeah, she's on it.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
she's
It was a good one.
I was not embarrassed by anybody. I mean, really. Oh, I think people would be surprised that I love Garth Brooks as much as I do.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So good.
Yeah.
I would say, and I'm not too embarrassed either. I mean, I freely admit listening to Miley Cyrus, but I would Kelly Clarkson. But I would say, I mean, Harry Styles' last album, I loved.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I loved it. I really loved it. And I know my brothers were like, the what? And I played it for one of my brothers in the car, and he was like, what are we listening to? And I said,
The
this is just, it was really good. I really liked it. Yeah.
CJ?
I'm in love with Camila Cabello. I love that album.
Camila Cabello?
Yeah, I fell in love with that song MTV.
Oh my God.
Margaritas.
At Margaritas.
Yeah.
I remember the moment it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Remember, Nikki? No.
Nope.
She was, you
I was in Cabo.
You were in Cabo.
I was hanging out with Sammy
Okay,
Hagar.
ready? This is, okay, so what?
Last one.
Oh, all right, what book impacted you the most? What book impacted you the most? Can I say mine?
Yes.
I read Out on a Limb by Shirley MacLaine when I was like 21.
Oh, wow.
And that started my whole spiritual journey.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That book changed my life, Out on a Limb.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That's mine.
Impacted my life. Impacted my life.
I remember-
Okay. Maybe the Barbara Walters book, Audition. Was a
Oh.
fascinating,
Cute.
like,
Was it? It's a
it
good
just sort of
read?
told the history of kind of like the 20th century through the eyes of somebody who covered it, and then her life simultaneously.
the name of the book?
It's called Audition by Barbara Walters. A thick
Thick.
book.
I'd like to read that, actually.
For me, it has nothing to do with my life, but you're talking about the book that affected me the most.
Affected you, yeah.
It was a book called The Boy Named It.
And, yeah, I know this book.
Yeah, and I ended up, there was 3 books. Ended up being it's about this dude, this guy who was abused. It was the worst case of abuse that I had ever heard of or read about, but it really impacted my life.
I love that.
Really, it was a crazy, and ends up being a happy ending. Oddly enough, if you read that first book, you don't think there ever could be. But it's an incredible book that was ever read.
I love this. He already found out about 2 books that I want to read now.
Nikki?
Ross's book club.
It was made into a huge movie with Julia Roberts, but I loved it before it was a movie. It was Eat, Pray, Love. Reading that book is a must.
I
You
heard that
have
was
to read that book.
good.
The movie was good, but it's the movie version of it. But when you read it, you just absorb it in a whole
I read the
different way.
eat part.
You skipped the pray and love parts.
How did it taste?
Oh my god!
Is it delicious?
Some good recipes though. All right, that's it.
Oh, we didn't get to CJ.
Oh, CJ, sorry.
Oh, In the Meantime by Ayanna Van Zandt.
Oh my gosh!
Does she talk about my impression of her in the book?
I love it. I love your impression.
Right, well,
Do it.
great work.
And Man Up. The book Man Up, I've read it. It's amazing. Changed my life.
You know what, you guys, she's not that bad.
I need to know.
I don't care what you say.
Give it to me hard. Give it to me
bad.
Balls deep.
Okay.
With Bagsy.
Well, guess what, everybody? It's come to that time in the program where we must say goodbye. If you want to follow Nikki Boyer, you can follow her at Nikki Boyer on Twitter or Nikki BTV on Instagram. You can also follow her to Cabo. If you want to follow... Josh Wolf.
At Josh Wolf Comedy on Instagram and on Twitter. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and Prince and the Wolf on iTunes. We do a podcast.
And go see Forever My Girl. His
in
Josh's
theaters right
wife, Bethany Ashton Wolf, wrote and directed it. It's in theaters now, and it's getting a huge audience response. Huge response from the critics. Go see this movie.
Yes. Come on, New Money.
Yeah.
That's
CJ
I'm
is
talking about.
CJ Life, CJAYLYFE. Fagsy is Fagsy Malone. FagsyMalone.com. Under the Bus with Fagsy, and it's a gay podcast. On iTunes, 2 podcasts for free for the price of none.
Oh, it's wearing me out.
Will Sterling is on Liv's face. You can also find him at Will Sterling _. And Josh could go all the way. J-Rod is Josh _Rodriguez _. The show is Butch Ricky.
Butch Ricky.
Do go check out straighttalkwithross.com. You know, there's going to be some changes and stuff going. Nothing with us. You know, we're a family. We're, but it's, it's evolving, this show. We're going to update you very, very soon. As you go, it's all good stuff, all good news. Okay, everybody?
Good.
Great?
Like that.
Lots going on, lots coming up. Thanks so much for taking this journey with us.
Yes.
2018's been a good year.
Yes.
So far.
Little moment.
It's been a good year, I'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.